Hello everybody, I am Evil Tim, and this is a special Let's Play for the Torture Chamber thread. It may be a complete LP and it may not be a complete LP, we just don't know at this stage. Konami Computer Entertainment Kobe. Do you wonder what this game is? Okay, we've got thunder, we've got lightning, we've got a castle, and we've got water. The key elements of a Castlevania game. This is Castlevania 64, which Screw Attack apparently decided was the worst transition of a 2D game to a 3D game. Piss off, you bats. Get off the edge of the screen. This giant Satsuma is about to attack you. Oh no! Ah! Oh fuck! Okay, so they hide from the giant moldy Satsuma, which apparently represents the moon, but obviously isn't the moon. Suddenly, however, a violin occurs. This little shit is Malice. His name is Latin for evil. If you cannot therefore figure out that this little shit turns out to be Dracula, you're just not paying any attention at all. He's gonna play his violin. Ah, picturehood of innocence. No, he's not. Okay, so this is Castlevania 64, and we're gonna get started. Game start. Oh yeah, sort of magnifying glass thing. Right, that's my practice game, so we're not gonna do that, obviously. I'm gonna play on normal, because on easy you can't get off level 5. Piss off, Reinhardt, you useless mother of fuck. Okay, Reinhardt is the token Belmont for this game. I say token because he's completely useless. It's the Necronomicon! Carrie, on the other hand, is the one who's good. If you want me to play as Reinhardt, well, sod off, you can do it yourself.
Transylvania, in the mid-19th century, the province of Wallachia. In this time of peace and plenty, no one foresees the return of ancient horrors. But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Deep in his castle, he stirs from a century of enforced sleep. Count Dracula awakes. Carrie Fernandez, a young girl gifted with great magical powers. Sensing Dracula's return, she sets off alone to the Dark Castle. Now she must wield her inherited power in the fight against evil.
Okay, and now I'm going to turn my microphone back on, now that we've had that sort of rambling and bizarre introduction. Carrie Fernandez, who is us? Except I'm going to keep calling her Carrie Eastfield, because that was her original name, and to be honest, it rolls on the tongue a little better. It is our job to go into this horrible low-res castle of doom and defeat the shit out of Dracula. But firstly, we've actually got to get to the horrible low-res castle of doom, and to do that we have to make our way through the much larger than it appears to be here Forest of Silence. Here it is. It's not very silent at all, is it? What a load of balls. I'm going to sue my travel agent. Carrie gets her one line.
Whatever awaits, I have no regrets.
Thank you, 12-year-old boy, and I think that's about the last time she'll ever say anything other than sort of creepy snuffling sounds. Forest of Silence, but it's not! See? What a load of balls. Okay, so giant burning trees are going to be our first hazard. I think if you jump directly on top of them you do take damage, but that's really stupid, so I'm not going to try it. Alright, so we're also going to get our first power-ups here. We've got a red gem large, which gives us 10 magic things, and we've got a knife. That costs 1 magic thing to throw it, and we can throw it at things. It's pretty scuppered by the 3D thing, because it's very easy to mess with it. Okay, we're going to jump over here. Now, if you hold down the jump button, you get, she catches onto ledges, and it's pretty generous with how she catches on. Still, this game is famed largely for its utterly nightmarish difficulty in jumping sections, and if we get to Tower of Sorcery in this LP, I'm going to go completely mad. Dead body, it must have been in the rain for a while. The dead body has completely turned into a skeleton. Good lord. I've never seen the like. Okay, so we're going to walk over to this dead villager. He has breathed his last. A local villager. Meanwhile, 90 degrees. Oh my god, 90 degrees. And now that we've been 90 degrees by the skeleton, it's going to do something else. Boogie, 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 undead boogie, boogie, boogie. I'm not concerned. Over there, on the other hand. What? I'm over here and I'm boogieing. Eventually, however, the skeleton's Ray Harryhausen us. Oh no, we're in Jason and the Argonauts. I booked tickets to the Forest of Silence. I didn't win being Jason and the Argonauts, and the other skeleton stands up as well. Here are our first enemy. They are skeletons, strangely enough, and suddenly their bone clubs appear after the cutscene finishes. Okay, so I've got to fight them, and I miss them with the thing, and then I press the R button, which causes me to stand stock still for no reason at all, because I've forgotten what it does. Hooray! However, luckily we have this orange magic bolt, which homes in on things and kills the shit out of them, because we're playing as Carrie. Had we played as Reinhardt, who is a Belmont despite being called Schneider, no, I don't know either, we would have been stuck with a shit whip that we actually had to face our opponents to use, and is completely worthless unless it's powered up, which is why I didn't play as him. Well, this is the Let's Play Torture Chamber. I see no reason to make this game boringly, stupidly bad, rather than just bad. Okay, this is our first boss. He is a sort of ape triclops skeleton dude. Well, I guess it works for him. So, his attacks are, he can bang the ground with his bone club, which is presumably a bone from an even bigger skeleton. I'm not sure how he got hold of it. We throw axes at him, which damages him. He can also run over us, but he doesn't actively try to do it, luckily, thankfully. But two headless skeletons chasing us around like headless skeletons do. Well, you've seen it, you've all seen it. That's her close combat attack, which uses two weird little energy fans, I guess. The axe is much more powerful than knife. It uses two thingies instead of one, however. So it's a bit less easy to keep going with it, to keep using it. However, the game is really, really ridiculously generous with weapon power, so you don't often run out. There you go, for example, we now have another small red gem. The small red gem as opposed to the large red gem we picked up before, which gives us 5 instead of the 10 the large one gave us. So, he's pretty worthless here, he's hardly got any energy. This is because he's actually the end of stage boss and this isn't the end of the stage, so this is just a minor conflict with him. To get us used to the boss view, which is the special camera angle that this uses, there's actually 3 different camera angles. There is normal view, boss view and action view. Normal view, action view, and battle view, I believe it is. The battle view is designed to focus on enemies a little more, although it doesn't really make any difference. That was Holy Water. Holy Water uses 3 thingies instead of the 2 that our axe does, and it really isn't all that useful because it's easy for them to get around it. However, it's useful against some bosses. I'll try to remember which ones later. Oh, he's throwing a huge strop and he's off. He's not going to be a boss in this game, I'm off down here. And he is indeed off down there, there he goes. Bastard.